Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my October TBR. So I know normally you do TBRs like before the month, right? Well, in the end of September, I was like full on moving to a new house. So this is my October TBR a little bit late. I know we're already in October. I've already read one of the books that's on this TBR, just finished it this morning. But I'm going to share the books that I'm planning to read this month with you guys because I need to get back into the habit of filming these videos now that we're getting settled. I'm currently in my new office room and managed to fit all of my bookshelves into my office space, so that's exciting. I'm also currently sitting on the floor right now because I don't have, other than my computer chair, like I don't have another chair in here for me to film yet, but I'm hoping to get one. Anyways, I'll jump into the TBR. So I'm going to keep it kind of smaller with only like 4 books because the whole month like beginning off with us like moving and like unpacking and all that stuff has taken a lot of time anyways, so I don't have all the time I would love to read. This is usually the time of year where I'm like settling into the cozy vibes, the autumnal season, and getting excited about that. But I feel like this year has just been like chaos and I haven't had time to do any of that. So I don't know. But where we moved to, there's a little blueberry farm near there, and they have apple cider slushies. So I'm definitely gonna have to check that out because that sounds amazing. But anyways, I just said we would get into the books, and then I went on a whole spiel. I know. For the books that I'm reading this month, the first one I'm hoping to read is called Jacob, and it's from the Rent-A-Date series. So this one is a male romance book about a guy who is part of a rent-a-date service. So essentially, like you can rent him to be your like fake date for like special events or things like that. And so he's hired by the son of this really big hotel chain to be his date for this event because this son is trying to impress his father, who is the owner of the company, who is looking to pass on the company to somebody else. So he's trying to like really impress him by seeming like he has his life together, and so he rents Jacob as his date. So it's got the fake dating trope, and there's a couple other tropes that it jumps into. I've already finished this book. This is the one that I actually finished this morning, but it was like the whole first beginning of October that I read this, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to talk about it in my wrap up with you guys, but that's all I can really say. It does get quite spicy, so looking forward to talking about that. But I had a fun time with it, and I think it was like kind of like the male version of like Pretty Woman. So yeah. The next book I plan to read, which I've had on a previous TBR, is Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I wanted to throw a thriller on my list here for this month because it's October and like I should be reading a thriller or a horror book. But I had other books that I also wanted to hit up. So this is my thriller for the month. I think this is the one I'm going to dive into next because I really want to fall into a read that I feel like I can't put down. And last time I read a Lisa Jewell book, I did feel that way. Like I wanted to keep powering through and just not stop reading. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. And I actually don't want to know what it is about. I'm assuming it's a domestic thriller just from the cover, but I don't want to know. I just want to go into this one with no expectations. So yeah, even if I've already talked about the synopsis of this book in previous TBRs, I can't remember it. Everything is a blur. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping in and seeing where it takes me. I also plan to finish the trilogy of Nevernight by reading Dark Dawn this month. This will probably be like the last book that I finish up the month with, but I have been having such a fun time with this series. It is quite chaotic and murderous and dark, and I love it. For those of you that don't know, the Nevernight series is about a girl named Mia who apprentices at this like assassin school and then goes from there to like be an assassin essentially. Uh, it's very vulgar and there's lots of like little footnotes that are exciting to read throughout that like add different interesting tidbits to the series. And yeah, it's just such a fun time. There's so many twists and turns in this. You never know what to expect. And so that's why I'm looking forward to seeing how the series wraps up because it's just blown my mind so far. So yeah, looking forward to this one. And then the last book I have on my list is How Not to Conjure a Boyfriend by Jordan Green. So this one's actually not coming out till March in 2026, but I have an advanced copy of it, so I'm looking forward to reading it. So this one's essentially about a character who has a crush on, I think it's their coworker, and their coworker ends up falling and hurting themselves and going into a coma. And so when they go to the hospital to see this coworker, they kind of say that they're their partners, so that they can get through to see them. And so then the nurses tell that person's family. So now the family believes that they are their partner, even though they're not. They just wanted to check in to be like see that they were okay. And now they're being pulled into this person's like family stuff, going to like their Thanksgiving dinner, and also finding that they like their brother and might be falling for them. So kind of a chaotic scenario, but there's witchy vibes and spells in this book, so I feel like that's perfect for this season. And yeah, I don't really know much else about like where it's going, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this all gets solved and figured out. Anyways, those are all the books that I'm reading this month. I know it's not a huge TBR, but I just wanted to jump in and update you guys because I've been struggling to keep doing content while I'm like unpacking everything. So yeah, and like literally right beside me is a pile of boxes. So I'm not done unpacking yet. We've made a lot of progress. Every day feels like we make a lot of progress, but it just keeps going. So yeah, we'll hopefully be wrapped up with all that stuff soon and back into a regular schedule. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the continued support. So thank you for that. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as the links by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos whenever. And keep on reading.